2 दिन पहले कुछ हुआ और वो ये था लीग वन में एक मैच हुआ जो कि था नीस वर्सेस मार्सिया के बीच में और उस मैच में फैंस इन्वेडेड द पिच। और ये स्टार्ट हुआ कैसे? नीस के होम ग्राउंड में मैच था, दे वर ऑलरेडी 1 गोल अप एंड दिमित्री पेयत वो कॉर्नर लेने गए थे, तब नीस के फैंस ने उन पर बॉटल फेंकी जिससे कि वो ट्रिप कर गए। ही गॉट अप एंड थ्रू द बॉटल बैक ऑन नीस फैंस एंड दैट इज व्हेन Nice fans invaded the pitch. Marseille के players as well as the staff, they were involved in a fight with the fans of Nice. Dimitri Payet, Matteo Guendouzi were bruised, strangling marks हैं कुछ players के गले पे। Referee suspended the match and सिर्फ 15 मिनट बचे थे मैच को। जब वापस से मैच शुरू हुआ, Marseille players refused to return to play. And listen to this, League One के रूल्स के हिसाब से it was recorded as a win for Nice by 3-0. अब ये सारा सिचुएशन देख के लग रहा होगा कि ये मार्सिया की मेन डाबी है, बट दैट इज नॉट द केस। बट दोनों क्लब्स, नीस एज वेल एज मार्सिया, दे बोथ एंजॉय अ स्ट्रॉन्ग अल्ट्रा फुटबॉल फैंस कल्चर. The Commandos Ultra 84 of Marseille, they are the oldest such unit of France. Now the question is, who are these club ultras? They are the most infamous football fans, even worse than the hooliganism culture that started back in 1970s. It is also said that these ultras are racist and they form a faction of group which has nothing to do with football, but they relate themselves as the craziest of football fans out there. अगर हम justification की बात करें, so what is exactly justified here? फैंस ने बॉटल फेंका, इज दैट जस्टिफाइड कि फैंस कुछ भी कर सकते हैं, या ये जस्टिफाइड है कि प्लेयर्स ने अपना काम लूज किया उस टाइम पे एंड दे थ्रू द बॉटल बैक ऑन दैट एंग्री क्राउड, जिसकी वजह से ये सारा फाइट शुरू हो गया? Or is this justified that Marseille's manager George Sampaoli, when he is the leader of this group, he lost his calm too and he had to be physically restrained then? Is that justified, him acting that way? Or is this justified that after all that happened on the pitch that day, match was restarted again even after the bruises that were seen on players' neck? If there is anything that this pandemic has taught us related to sports, वो ये है कि खाली स्टेडियम्स में बिना फैंस के वो वाली बात कोई भी स्पोर्ट में है ही नहीं, including football. On one hand side, we see that all fans getting together and creating a massive wave that we all did a few months back when European Super League was a concept and was about to happen. But on the other hand, there are units, there are organizations, there are factions such as these ultras who recognize themselves as football fans too. Should football be related to generating emotions in people that we don't usually see anywhere? For example, in this recent match of Premier League, Brentford versus Arsenal, it was Brentford's home ground. When Bukayo Saka came on as a substitute, he got a standing ovation from Brentford fans. The 19-year-old player was racially abused for not converting a penalty in Euro 2020 finals. Brentford fans got together, showed their support against racism. Or let's take another example. In this Euro 2020, Denmark versus Finland, Christian Eriksen collapsed on the ground, and the support, the love showed by the players, showed by the fans, and everybody prayed for him to get better, no matter the club you support, no matter the ideologies you have, no matter the country you follow. But that time, football community was one. But this recent incident that happened in League One shouldn't be discussed more by the pundits, by you and me, or should be debated more. Who is going to decide the penalty, or who is going to make the rules for fans invading the pitch, or maybe racial slurs, or maybe uncanny behavior of players, or maybe the manager losing its cool, and also the leagues having their rules to finish the match no matter what.